It was a warm summer night in 2021. I had just gotten home from basketball practice and was getting ready to hang out with my friends. Were we going to go to the park? Travel in the woods? Go to a party? Heck no, we were all getting ready to go play Minecraft for 6 hours straight. A Minecraft party, one could say. Just a couple days ago when I was driving home from school, I was thinking back on these days. I remember them so clearly. There were up to 10 of us that wanted to play. So our computers weren't gonna cut it. We were gonna need to actually get a real Minecraft server. So I, the internet expert I was, decided I was gonna do something that no one else in my group had done. Looked up free Minecraft servers and found a website called Eternos. It was very clunky to say the least. Every time you'd start a server, you'd have to wait like 10 minutes for it to actually start running. And then you would have to specifically go into the console and allow certain people with certain usernames to actually join. And every time you wanted to restart the world, you were gonna have to go through a long process involving going into many subfolders. And of course, we were way too cool for regular Minecraft. That would have been, pretty easy. After a couple months, I'd have to go through a long process to reset the world. But instead, we decided, we wanna be like YouTubers, So we went back onto all the maps that we remember old Minecraft YouTubers playing, and we started playing them. Our two biggest ones were Minecraft Pirates Hide and Seek and a game mode called Beaconairs. We got pretty deep into that one, finding all the secrets, studying the game to figure out the best strategies. We really put in more effort than we probably should have into a Minecraft game. We would play from like 6 o'clock to 12:30 every single night. I would be so loud every night that either my sister, my dad, or my mom would either text me or yell to me across the walls or bust open my door and tell me that I need to be a lot more quiet because everyone else was trying to go to sleep. I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom, I can't handle myself. It's just so much fun. I'm really surprised that they never kicked me off my computer late at night. Yo, Dylan, enough yapping. Yes, I'm done talking about the intricacies of Minecraft servers. But this story does get at an important point. I think about my time playing Minecraft and tell myself how sad it was that I wasn't working on YouTube videos the whole time. Like, dang, Dylan, you didn't know video games are bad? You could have gotten so much work done during that time. Didn't you know that money's important and that this business could change your life? What were you thinking spending 6 hours a day on Minecraft and then waking up at like 11 a.m. the next day? There is a similar video online from a YouTuber called Jack Piggott. And he talked about how he was sad that he felt happy back then and how it's illogical of him to keep looking back on those days as the good days. Because you're always gonna look back on your past years and think that those past years were the good old days. And that being stuck in the past is not helpful. It's quite a valuable video and has some really good knowledge in it. And my feelings are similar, but different in some ways. I'm looking at the past and not thinking to myself, oh man, I was really happy back then. I was. But I'm looking back at it and like, wow, I wasted my time back then. But you know what? I'm always gonna think this. I'm gonna look back at my time here recording these videos and think, why did I record that video? Did I not know that it wasn't gonna be valuable and it wasn't gonna succeed? Or what was I doing back then? Why was I working out 6 times a week? Or I think to myself, wow, why did I spend so much time in this YouTube business when I could have been studying and getting better grades in school? Wow, I really didn't focus on what was important during high school. As I'm talking to you right now, I had a moment of clarity because I realized that I didn't spend my time last year very well. I kept thinking about YouTube. What can I do to get better views, better subscribers, better videos, better click-through rates, better information? All important stuff that I still do care about. But I focused on so much, I started losing focus on the most important thing to me, which is God. Of course, that's personal, and I'm not here to preach to you, but that's what was most important to me, and me not focusing on that was a tragedy. But guess what? That time where I didn't really think about God that often gave me a moment of realization that I was able to use to recorrect me into a path where I'm probably further ahead now than if I was just maybe a little bit better a year ago. Now, this type of logic is not how you should live your life. You should do the best thing that you can in the moment. But if you look back on it, sometimes slacking off more than you would like allows you to really have motivation to improve more than you would have if you didn't slack off. This honestly goes with mistakes just as much. There was this one time in middle school where I was crushing on a girl pretty hard. I remember waking up like 5 minutes earlier to do my hair in the morning, because that's all the time that dudes need. And then I remember her telling me that she liked reading. And so when I got to my seat during advisory, I would sit down and pretend to start reading a book that I didn't care about. And then when she would walk in, I would get real nervous. So the bookmark I had in the book, I would slip it to the ground, pretend to pick it up, but in reality, I was grabbing more hair gel to spike my hair up more. Without any reflection either, I was just blindly doing it. I probably made my hair worse by doing that. Of course, I never asked her out because that would just be weird. But it did change me in important ways. It made me more conscious of the way I presented myself. It taught me that I was making a big deal out of nothing and that I really needed to stop being so scared. Later on, it taught me that what I was doing was working. Not gonna reveal the identity, but I got a message one day that showed that I definitely had some rizz. Anyways, thinking back on the past is not usually helpful. What are you gonna do about the past? Of course, there are different levels to thinking about the past. Like, you could either think about the past and think about, oh man, my life would be so much better if I did that. Or you could look at the past and be like, this is what I did in the moment. Here's what I should change and learn from the future. I think doing this way of past reflection is just how you get in your head and how a lot of people get anxiety, while this one can lead to huge improvement. But in general, most people choose to just dwell on their past mistakes, and that's just creating a lot more stress, anxiety, sadness, anger, disappointment, and all the other not so fun things to feel. And so you young people, because I am so much older than you, I'm telling you to stop dwelling on your past mistakes and wasted time. Because guess what? Your mistakes are what you are today and have led to some growth in your life. Plus, like I was saying, focusing on the past isn't gonna really do anything for you. All it's gonna do is take away from your time in the present. So focus more on what you can do now than what you should have done in the past. Unless you're trying to learn from the past. But really try not to bleed into this other type. If you found this video useful or myself entertaining, make sure to subscribe. As I'm a small channel, I can take all the help I can get. And make sure to check out this video here, as it displays another valuable life lesson that's really gonna help you in your life. And don't forget to never dwell on the matter, keep moving forward, and think better. See you in this video over here.